Good morning, Northern Michigan, from your local National Weather Service office in Gaylord. This is meteorologist Dave Lawrence back with you once again for the Hazardous weather briefing for northern, lower, and eastern upper Michigan. Today is Saturday, the 6th day of April, 2013. Well, let's jump right into it, looking more like, say, late winter out there than it is early spring, with, again, accumulating snow expected to be in the forecast over the next 24 hours. That will fall mainly across the eastern UP and the central UP as well, basically from late this morning into the evening hours before it slowly changes to rain overnight. But before that happens, we could see a couple of inches of snow to fall. We'll show you a map here of what we are expecting here in just a second. But that will lead to some snow-covered roadways and hazardous travel conditions. And not to forget the folks in northern lower Michigan, shouldn't see a ton of snow, maybe an inch or so. We'll show you that again here in a second. But we could see a few thunderstorms as we go into the overnight hours tonight. Really no severe weather is expected, though, with that. Looking at our early morning weather map, high pressure basically parked right overhead. Clear skies out there for the most part, though clouds on the increase. That is out ahead of low pressure taking shape over the central plains. And you can see those greens and blues already developing across Wisconsin. That is an area of light snow already underway. And that system will basically move to the east-northeast over the next 24 hours. Notice here by later this evening that low pressure system is over northern Wisconsin, with an approaching warm and cold front draped back just to our west. Now, as that system approaches, we expect to see that band of snow lift through basically the entire region this morning. Don't expect a whole lot of accumulation south of the bridge, but areas along and north of the straits, of course, could see some much more significant snowfall with that low pressure system. As we go into the evening, another round of precipitation will develop. This one will be in the form of rain for all areas as temperatures continue to warm. In fact, some areas may warm substantially later this afternoon and evening. But that is the time frame when we could also see a couple of thunderstorms blossom, again with that warmer air beginning to move into the region. We'll take a quick look here at your snowfall map. Generally an inch or less for northern lower Michigan. That's probably even on the high side, but the real winner in this case would be, say, areas along and generally north of M28, mainly in Chippewa County, where as much as 6 inches of snow may fall by later this evening, and that will be of the very heavy and wet variety, hard to shovel stuff out there. As we look further ahead, by Sunday, we'll take a quick break as high pressure works its way through the state, but notice low pressure again taking shape over the central plains. That will be our next weather system of interest, and that system will quickly zip to the north and east once again, bringing us another round of what could be some fairly substantial rainfall for the day on Monday. Here, notice by Tuesday morning that system is working off to our east, and then as we get into the midweek period, we'll be watching a stalled frontal boundary well to our south. Whether or not that system impacts our region is a very big question mark at this point. Chances are, and we're starting to lean closer toward the idea that this system will probably be fairly far south to not bring any significant impacts to northern Michigan, but that's something we'll have to keep a close eye on here over the next couple of days. Looking at 7-day precipitation forecast, again, a very wet patterns, rainfall amounts anywhere between 1.5 and as much as 2.5 inches to fall basically throughout the entire Great Lakes region over the next 7 days. And that's very good news, especially for downstate areas that have seen very little rainfall in the last 30 to 45 days. Now, as we look further ahead in the 8 to 14-day temperature department, it looks like we'll see fairly normal temperatures, but an active storm track continues across the area. So really no big warmth in sight, but no real significant cool down. So temperatures probably going to remain slightly below normal for the at least the next 10 days or so. But what we will see is a continuation of that wet weather pattern that we've seen here of late. So as we sum it all up, again, look for some AM snow showers, the morning snow showers to move through the area for northern lower Michigan. Some afternoon and evening rain showers, maybe even a few thunderstorms, while accumulating snow takes place north of the bridge. And then, of course, you can see here an up and down weather pattern really over the next couple of days. High temperatures mainly in the 40s. Some days cooler than others, with, again, small chances for rain as we get once again toward Wednesday and Thursday, but I wouldn't count on that too much at this point. Well, this concludes the latest rendition of this briefing. Thanks so much for your time this morning and for putting up with my hoarse voice. Hope you have a great day out there today. Enjoy the first start of your weekend, and we look forward to having you come back and check out the latest update to this briefing, which will be posted online right around 5 p.m. this afternoon.